Does your neurotypical partner suspect that you have an autism spectrum disorder? And do you feel that she blames you for most of the relationship problems due to this disorder? Well, if that is the case, then here is kind of an informal quiz to see if you might want to pursue a formal diagnosis. If you answer yes to most of these questions, then your spouse may be right. So, here we go. You either have the following traits or you have been accused of having them. Ready? Conflict resolution seems impossible. According to her, I am very insensitive, uncaring, and selfish. Anxiety is a common state for me to be in. Being in this relationship seems very difficult and complicated. Even if we are physically together, there is an emotional distance that leaves my wife feeling alone. Even though I like having a companion, it does create stress for me. Her expectations keep changing. Her feelings are all over the map and change from minute to minute. I am easily stressed by some social situations. I am mostly interested in my special activity rather than spending quality time with my wife. I can be self-absorbed. I can get defensive easily. I demonstrate my feelings of love through my actions rather than words or physical affection. I don't exactly know what she expects of me. I don't fully understand the nature of give and take in conversations. I don't like making commitments to other people. I don't like pressure or expectations put on me. I feel anxious when unpredictable situations occur or when things change. I find it difficult to empathize. I find it impossible to sense what my wife is feeling. I have difficulty talking about my emotions. I have had a hard time holding on to a job. I have trouble making the connection between what she is feeling and what I have done or not done to hurt her. I like talking about my special interests a lot. I need long periods of solitude and quiet time. I need structure and routine. I often cut her off and change the subject when she is in mid-sentence. I often deny there is a problem with our relationship. I often fail to follow through with what I have agreed to do. I often worry that I'm not capable of being a good husband. I did put some effort into winning her in the early going of the relationship, but now I don't put much effort in keeping her. I sometimes suffer from sensory overload. I tend to stay in my rational mind most of the time. I usually don't like to socialize. I usually have trouble talking with my wife about emotional issues. I'm more comfortable with old friends than new ones. I've had significant relationship problems long before I met my wife. Making compromises is difficult for me. My best efforts in the relationship still don't please her. My wife believes that she has made more adjustments to me over the years than I have to her. My wife claims she is depressed and emotionally damaged due to our relationship. My wife complains that she feels like she has to mother me. Our relationship was passionate in the beginning, but the passion has dwindled over the years down to virtually nothing. Our sex life has stalled. She always tries to change me. She claims that I'm lazy and don't contribute enough, for example, with chores. She has said I am narcissistic. She is a very complicated and difficult person. She's usually disappointed whenever her birthday or anniversary occurs. She is very needy and clingy. She often says she's not important to me. Sometimes even neutral conversations with my wife can seem like an attack or criticism. This relationship is often messy. When she wants to talk about our problems, I immediately get worried that it's going to turn into another fight. And when we argue, I tend to view my wife as very illogical, overly emotional, and even neurotic. So if you answered yes to most of those, then you don't necessarily know if you have the disorder, but you certainly know you have enough of the traits to cause relationship difficulties. And on that note, there's a link below this video if you want to get a hold of me for group or individual counseling. I also have an ebook available. Thanks, guys.